Okay, folks, number 17, it says refer to the triangle below. Find the missing length correct to the nearest 10. I've got a right triangle here, so I know I'm going to be using Pythagoras. A squared plus b squared equals c squared. Now, in this case, I know that b equals 20, and a equals 4/5 times b. Okay? So that's going to be 4/5 times 20. I can reduce this. That's 1, and that's 4. 4 times 4 gives me 16. So A is equal to 16 squared. And then it's B, which is 20 squared, is equal to C squared. That's going to give me 256 plus 400, which is equal to C squared. That's going to give me 656 equal to C squared. Take the square root of both sides, because here they said round to the nearest 10. Okay? So when I take the square root of 656, I'm going to get, rounded to the nearest 10, 25.6. All right, that's how long this is, 25.6. All right, nice job. Let's look at the next one. Oh, it's on the other screen. All right, not there. Here we go. It says use the distance formula. Now, you're going to remember that the distance formula is equal to the square root of x sub 2 minus x sub 1 squared plus y sub 2 minus y sub 1 squared. Okay? Now, let me fill this in. That means that the distance is going to equal the square root of, let's just do, how about negative 4 minus 5, okay, squared, plus 6 minus 2 squared. Okay? So now the distance is going to equal negative 9 squared plus 4 squared. The square root of that. Okay. Now the distance is going to be the square root of 81 plus 16. Distance is equal to the square root of 97. It says round to the nearest hundredth. Okay. So square root 97, 9.848. Okay, so 9.85. And that's what the distance between those 2 points are. About, approximately. Squiggly line, squiggly line. All right, let's look at the next one. Okay, distance formula again. All right, so the distance is going to equal the square root of the x's, the difference of the x's and the difference of the y's. Okay, so let's see, negative 2 minus negative 8, those are the x's. And then 1 minus negative 5, those are the y's. So that distance is going to be the square root of 6 squared plus 1 minus, okay, plus 6 squared. All right, so that's going to be the square root of 36 plus 36, which is the square root of 72. And it says round to the nearest hundredth. So on my calculator, square root 72, 8.49. We got to round that 8 up. Okay? The distance is equal to 8.49 between those 2 points, 8.49 units. All right, let's look at the next one. Oh, good stuff here. Square root m times square root m cubed plus 6. Okay, I've got to distribute. And remember, I can multiply radicals, so that's going to give me the square root of m to the 4th plus 6 times the square root of m. Okay? Now, root m to the 4th, that's root m times root m times root m times root m, right? And a pair gives us the number underneath. So m to the 4th turns into m squared. I can't do anything with 6 times root m because one's a root and one's not. Okay? So that's it. We have simplified as much as we can there. All right, let's look at the next one. Simplify this. All right, 3 root 18 plus, I'm just going to go ahead and write it as root 2 over root 25. Okay? Now, 3 root 18, I'm going to simplify that into 3 times the root of 9 times the root of 2. Well, the root of 9 is 3, so that's 3 times 3 times root 2. And that's just going to give me 9 root 2. So this is 9 root 2 plus root 2 over 5, because root 25 is 5. I need a common denominator if I'm going to put those together. And I've got to multiply both the top and the bottom by 5. So I'm going to get 45 root 2 over 5 plus root 2 over 5. So that's going to give me 46 root 2 over 5. Done. I can't reduce 46 and 5. They don't have a common factor. Okay? All right. Let's look at the next one. Oh, easy peasy lemon squeezy. 2 root 7 times 2 root 7 is 4 root 49. 2 root 7 times minus root 3 is equal to negative 2 root 21. Root 3 times 2 root 7 is going to be plus 2 root 21. Remember, I multiply numbers, multiply radicals. All right, and positive root 3 times negative root 3 is negative root 9. Okay, let's simplify some more. This is going to be 4 times 7 because the square root of 49 is 7. This and this just cancel out. Minus, because that's a minus, root 9 is 3. 4 times 7 is 28 minus 3, and that's 25. Perfect. Perfect. All right. I know we're moving fast here, but we've all seen it. This is the third time I've recorded it, but I want to have it online for you guys too. And you can always pause and go back and see what we've done here. Okay? Number 23. All right, we've got to distribute. 4 root 11 times 6 root 11 is 24 root 121. 4 root 11 times 8 root 2 is going to be plus 32 root 22. Okay. Negative 2 root 2 times positive 6 root 11 is going to be negative 12 root 22. And then negative 2 root 2 times 8 root 2 is going to be negative 16 root 4. All right? Now let's simplify some things in here. This is going to be 24 times 11. Okay? And these two are going to combine to give me positive 20 root 22. I can't simplify root 22. It only breaks down into root 2 times root 11, and that doesn't do anything. Minus 16 times 2. All right, these two things, that's 264. Plus 20 root 22 minus 32. And I can put this and this together. I get 232 plus 20 root 22. Awesome. Done. Can't put those together. All right. All right. Now we're going to look at this last one here for this video. And it says they want us to solve this. Well, you know what? I'm going to square this side. And I'm going to square this side to get rid of that radical sign. Okay? When I square a square root, that gives me the stuff that's underneath it. 2a squared minus 5 is equal to 121. Now, I only have one term with a variable, so I want to get that variable by itself. Add 5 to both sides, and I'm going to get 2a squared is equal to 126. Well, divide both sides by 2, and I'm going to get a squared is equal to 63. Take the square root of both sides. Oh, I took the square root of a variable. That means plus or minus. Don't forget to put the plus or minus, okay? So that's going to give me a is equal to plus or minus root 63. But, don't forget, you always have to see if you can reduce or simplify the radical. This is not root 9 times root 7. Root 9 is just 3 times root 7, okay? So that's going to give us a is equal to plus or minus 3 root 7. Beautiful. See you at the next video.